Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, SquareWave 2. I find similarities between a president and a parent. Sound too simplistic? Well, consider this. A president ideally should have good sound judgment. A parent ideally should have good sound judgment. A president has the authority to make national policy. A parent has the authority to make policy at home. A president is responsible for the welfare of his or her citizens. A parent is responsible for the welfare of his or her children. A president ideally looks ahead and plans for the future. A parent ideally looks ahead and plans for the future. A president makes good use of advice from experts, military advice, economic advice, and scientific advice. A parent makes good use of advice from experts too, pediatric advice, child rearing advice, even home improvement advice. Parenthood is sometimes polarized into two groups. Type 1 is looking ahead to college for their children and a career. Good grades are expected and homework is supervised. The child's friends and activities are closely monitored. The child is disciplined when necessary. The parent practices tough love, and the child is not always very happy with the parent. Parent type 2 is the exact opposite. The goal is to pacify the child and gain their affection by giving them whatever they want. Keep them happy and quiet. There is no plan for the child's future, no push to get good grades or to do homework, and no supervision. Discipline is non-existent. The child is free to do whatever they want. Which type of parent figure do you suppose our president is? Well, he's not well informed. He is not forward-looking. He ignores the fact that we must move towards renewable energy. There is no other choice. He opens up coal mines and increases oil drilling. He relaxes or eliminates pollution laws. He says global warming is a complete hoax. Obviously, he is parent type 2. But his kids, his voting base, absolutely love him. And he needs to be loved. Yes, he needs to be loved. How did Mr. Trump manage to come to power? Does anyone recognize that he used some of the same techniques Adolf Hitler used to gain power? After the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was in ruins physically, emotionally, and financially. Hitler promised to make Germany great again. Sound familiar? He encouraged national pride and racial pride. He blamed two scapegoats for Germany's condition, the Jews and the communists. Compare this to Trump's technique. Trump promised to make America great again. This appealed to white working-class men whose job prospects were shrinking due to technology and outsourcing. Like Hitler, Trump blamed two scapegoats for America's ills, the Mexicans and the Muslims. In the long run, Hitler was Germany's greatest disaster. How in the world can we expect to fare much better under President Trump? Mr. Trump is seen as a dangerous, irrational psychopath by leaders of every nation on the planet. He has disgraced our country and the office of the presidency. This November, he's got to go. Our slogan should be Dump Trump. Dump Trump. Let's print it up and make bumper stickers. Now, I realize that Joe Biden is not the ideal Democratic candidate, but he is an honest, civic-minded man who will uphold the Constitution. He will not abuse presidential power for personal gain. He will be a 100% improvement over Mr. Trump. We all have to vote this November. Let's make sure we do vote.